following is a presentation of the National Sim Racing League of America. Enjoy the race. After 2.5 years, we're still having fun. Hello everybody, this is NAPA Fan here, and this is the finale race in season number 4 of the NRLOA NAPA Truck Series. We are here at the Homestead-Miami Speedway for the NRLOA podcast 250, 34 laps of action here around this 1.5 mile speedway in Miami, Florida. And today, a champion will be crowned for the 4th time ever in this series. The number 18 of Alex Bonsignore, one of those championship contenders, starting on the pole position for today's event. He is 10 points behind the 29 of Cookie Helms coming into today's event. Cookie Helms starts in the 17th position. A lot can happen between now and the finish, and it is not just Alex Bonsignore and Cookie Helms, Justin Heath as well in the championship hunt, 15 points behind, alongside Carter Friesen for this event. First time co-commentating with me, and pretty big race for you to be in the booth as well. Who do you think is going to win this championship? Cookie Helms, Alex Bonsignore, Justin Heath, or maybe one of those guys in the back?
Oh, I don't know, but right now, I think that Alex Bonsignore might have it. He's only 10 points behind Cookie Helms in points. He has to have a good finish in this race. He has to finish at least 10 positions in front of Cookie Helms if he wants to win the championship. One driver that I'm definitely not going to go with is probably Tristan Allen. He's starting dead last in today's race. He's 37 points behind Cookie Helms. He needs to win this race and have Cookie Helms finish last or 35th if he wants to win the championship. But I don't think that I'm going to go with that 98. I think the 18 might have this championship, but you never know.
A lot can happen here at the Homestead-Miami Speedway. I'll take you back to Season 2, the Chick-fil-A Cup Series finale. In Season 2 of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. Remember when Jesse Turner had an issue before the last restart, came down the pit lane to fix it. He was at the end of the field, multiple positions behind the only other championship contender left in the race, Warren Henniger. Jesse Turner rallied from the back to the front to win the championship in that event. So Cookie Helms, he may be 16 positions behind Alex Bonsignore to start, but it's not going to take too long for him to move his way to the front if he so decides to, because he's on the inside lane. And that inside lane is the preferred place to be on the long run. But the outside lane can work as well, and it's definitely going to create a fascinating finale event, as it always does here at the Homestead-Miami Speedway. It's the last race of the season here in the NAPA Truck Series. After today, we only got 6 races left in 2017. And for those last 4 races, we have NRLOA IROC 2, and the champion will be in NRLOA IROC 3 as well, not NRLOA IROC 2. So a lot at stake here today. Who's going to get it done? Well, we're not going to find out until we fire the engines. Let's head trackside for the command in the NRLOA Podcast 250 here at Homestead.
Alrighty, let's do this one for all the race fans out there. Drivers, start your engines!
And a great command there to fire these guys up for the final time this season. Alex Bonsignore starting on the pole. We're going to talk with him in just a little bit. He's our in-race reporter. First, let's get these guys to roll off here. It is the number 18 starting alongside the number 1 of Jonathan King, an uncharted driver there in the 1 machine. Row 2 sees Zach Ryan in the 88. He is starting alongside the number 12, driven by Eli Bright. Row number 3, Ace Garcia in the 32 alongside Nicholas Wade in the 02. Row number 4, our last winner here in the NAPA Truck Series, got the win at Phoenix 2 days ago. That's Fisher G in the 10. He's alongside the number 50 of Carter Friesen. Got the 45 of Matt Tuck alongside two-time winner this season, Eric Monaco. So Alex Bonsignore, you're in the best position possible right now to win this championship. But the rest of the season behind you, you're 10 points behind Cookie Helms. Are you going to focus on that, or are you going to focus on maybe getting the win here today in this race?
I'm going to be focused on a mix of both, to be honest with you here, Napa fan, because, you know, we've had a great season that we've had so far. Ran in the top 5 the whole season, so really hope it comes down to me winning. But if it does come down to Cookie Helms, then all I can say is that this was one of the best seasons I ever ran.
Definitely a great season for Alex Bonsignore. Won the opener at Daytona, just a few hundred miles north of here. And he's looking to end it as a winner at the end of the season as well. But a bigger picture in play. Alex Bonsignore needs to finish at least 10 positions ahead of Cookie Helms. If he does win, however, he can finish only 7 positions ahead and still win the championship. Don't forget Justin Heath in the 24. He's only 15 points behind. Who knows? It's going to be crazy. Green flag in the air for the final time this season here at the Homestead-Miami Speedway. The number 18, Alex Bonsignore, will lead lap 1. He clears for the lead on Zach Ryan. Eli Bright up the second in the number 12. Here's the number 29 of Cookie Helms on the inside lane, trying to work his way through the field.
Nice move by Cookie Helms to jump to the inside of the 5 truck right there. That's William Brock on the outside. So already Cookie Helms making moves early on as we just complete lap 2.
If you're on that inside lane throughout most of the race, you're going to will your way to the front pretty quickly. But right now, Alex Bonsignore in the championship position. He's led both laps so far. And like I said, if he wins, he can only finish 7 positions ahead and still win the championship. So the 18 of Alex Bonsignore, he's doing all he can. Win the race. And he is doing that at the moment. But Eli Bright looking to take that position away. Now, Eli Bright's had a tough season as an uncharted driver. He did not qualify for many races, but an opportunity to shine right here for the number 12 as he is battling for second with Zach Ryan. So Zach Ryan on the outside going to prevail for the second position. And that 88 might try to get around the 18. Now, Zach Ryan came really close to winning last week at Phoenix, or 2 days ago, I should say, at Phoenix, and also almost got the win at Darlington. He'd love to get a victory, but right now he's got to get around the guy who wants to win the championship. He's going to be driving harder than anybody else in this race, and it's going to be a tough deal to pass the number 18 here tonight. So Alex Bonsignore continuing to lead here at Homestead. He has led every lap so far after starting on the pole position. And the number 29 of Cookie Helms is stuck on the outside lane. This is the picture-perfect scenario right now for Alex Bonsignore, leading the field and his competitor falling back in the field in the 29.
That's not good for Cookie Helms as he's stuck on the outside. If you get on the outside, it could either work or it could take you all the way to the back of the field. So this is definitely what Alex Bonsignore wants right now, but not good for Cookie Helms.
And Cookie Helms, remember, he finished second in the championship last year when we had the chase format. He finished second to his teammate Stuart Gratton. They remained teammates this year at BKR. Gratton, on the other hand, did not have the best of seasons, but that 29, he came into this race the points leader. But if you look right now, he is having a tough time. He's 3 wide on the outside, and the guy who's 10 points behind him is well ahead of him in the field, leading this event. So Alex Bonsignore, he's led every lap so far. Nobody has been able to get around him. So remember what he was saying. Going to try to get that win, try to get that championship. And I think the best way to get the championship is to get the win, because you get 39 points towards the championship if you do so. And that's a lot of points, and that could go a long way in winning a championship here in the NAPA Truck Series. But here comes Zach Ryan in the 88, side by side for the lead, down the backstretch, lap 9.
Zach Ryan has a good run on the inside here as they head into turns 3 and 4. Might be able to get the lead from Alex Bonsignore, but we'll have to see what happens coming off turn 4. Yes, he does, as they're 3 wide for third at the moment. That's the 32 of Ace Garcia in the middle at the moment.
Here's our last winner here in the NAPA Truck Series. He got the win at Phoenix on Wednesday. He's up to 5th place. If Fisher G were to win this event, he would have the most wins out of all these drivers this season with 3. But he's had a tough season points-wise, kind of deep in the field in the point standings coming into this event. But still, he's going for the win. All these guys are going for the win. They don't have a chance at the championship. But they got to get around a guy who has a chance, and it's going to be tough to do so. Like I said, check in on Cookie Helms, and I think that 29 is just kind of stuck in the middle here. He has nowhere to go. Got Jesse Turner to his inside, Matt Delio, a couple of veterans right there. Maybe they'll be courteous and give him the inside, but maybe they won't. Matt Delio, Jesse Turner are definitely very hard competitors, and it's going to be interesting to see if that 29 can get to the inside. It's looking like this race has a green flag look to it. I believe we had a crash in this race last season. This season, it's looking like these guys might be able to keep it clean the whole way through. And if it does, in fact, stay that way, I think that's going to benefit Alex Bonsignore, because right now that 29 has nowhere to go.
And if this race does go green all the way, how will pit stops play out? Will they have to come to pit road?
There are no pit stops in the NAPA Truck Series. It's a pit stop free series, by the way. It's not the first time the co-commentator has thought there were pit stops in this series. It's a race to the finish, no matter what. These guys do not have to come down, and that makes it even more interesting, because that 29 of Cookie Helms, he can't gamble on a pit stop and get some positions on the 18. He has to race his way to the 18, and that's the kind of mentality these truckers have here tonight. You just gotta race as hard as you can. So Bonsignore, he is racing as hard as he can. No doubt he has led all but 1 lap so far in this race. Lap 14 of 34. Started on the pole. And this guy is looking very strong here at Homestead. And here comes Zach Ryan trying to take the lead back from the 18. And Eli Bright here in the 12. He's looking very strong in that uncharted ride. Fisher G in the 10. Now, Alex Bonsignore needs to be careful not get stuck on the outside lane, because if you do and you got a lot of guys in front of you, it's hard to get back to that inside lane, and you're kind of deadlocked in the field. You got nowhere to go. That's what's happening with Cookie Helms right now in the 29. You see him. He's still in the outside lane, and he really has not advanced his position at all in that 29 machine.
No, not really at all in this race. He has his teammate Stuart Gratton right in front of him, but it doesn't look like they're going anywhere at the moment, as they're just stuck on the outside.
While that's going on back in there, they are 3 wide for the lead, and this is not at all what Alex Bonsignore wants to see. He's 3 wide on the outside, and that is how you get stuck in the back of the field. Now, the way they're currently running, Alex Bonsignore is pretty safe. He's got quite a few positions right now on the number 29 of Cookie Helms. But if that 18 slips up like he is right now, it could spell trouble for Alex Bonsignore. 4 wide off the corner. They gotta be careful. That's Carter Friesen in the 50. He was in between Matt Tuck and Donovan Dufit. They keep it together, and Bonsignore is still stuck on the outside. but keeping it together. And then number 18 for the lead, Eli Bright on Zach Ryan.
And it looks like they might go 3 wide right here is the 32, Ace Garcia. No, he's not going to be able to get to the inside. He was trying to make a move with the 44 of Diego Yepes.
And number 18, he is not in a good position right now, but neither is Cookie Helms. They're both stuck on the outside, so this is going to be very interesting to see how far back Alex Bonsignore falls. If he does fall back at all, look at that run on the outside he's getting. I mean, he is driving the wheels off that thing because he knows that if he gets the win, he wins the championship most likely, considering how far back Cookie Helms is. But he knows that if he gets stuck in that outside lane, he might fall back tremendously and lose all those positions he has on the 29. So what is he going to do at this point? He's 3 wide on the outside. Do you think he's going to find his way to the inside?
I don't know. Right now, being stuck on the outside of 3 wide, it's definitely not where you want to be here in Homestead, for sure, or even at any track. But Bonsignore might be able to get back to the inside. As you see, there's an opening right here. He might be able to come down in front of the 50 and the 02. As he does, now he's just stuck on the outside, but still not where you want to be.
This race is closing down fast. We're lap 20 of 34 right now. Only 15 laps to go. We're more than halfway through this race. Cookie Helms is also still stuck in that outside lane. We got some contact there. That was Eric Monaco and William Brock. They're still 4 wide. Oh, this could spell trouble. Matt Dalio, John Arndt, Jesse Turner, and the 75 of Ryan Kendall. They could cut it close off the corner. It looks like they're going to keep it clean.
That was close right there. That could have been a bad accident. And where Cookie Helms is right now, he could have been involved. Unless he was... No, I believe he was in front of that, maybe.
No, he was behind it in that 29. You're right. If that crash occurred, that could have knocked out the 29. And you got to think with Justin Heath here, he also had a chance going into this race, but he has not been able to do anything so far. He is very deep in the field right now in that number 24 machine. So right now, Alex Bonsignore runs in the 10th position, and he's starting to fall back a little bit more here. You see Trey Bartow ahead of him now in the 33. So Bonsignore 10th that last time around. Cookie Helms was 28. So that's 18 positions. Right now, Bonsignore would still win the championship, but he's got to be careful. If he slips up and Cookie Helms finds that inside lane, which is possible he could right here, but the way these guys are running, it's looking really hard for that 29 to get to the inside. He's not been able to do so all race long. So it's going to come down to what happens in these final few laps, and we could end up with a caution as well, the way these guys are running.
Yeah, with running almost 4 wide, even 5 wide pretty much. But 3 and 4 wide here in the corners, and then they come off the corner at such high speeds, that's never good, and someone could end up getting turned and then causing a huge crash.
Definitely. We've seen some pretty huge crashes here before at Homestead. They are definitely not pretty. As for the race lead, it looks like it's going to be another battle between Zach Ryan and Fisher G. And at Darlington and Phoenix, I noticed this when I was looking back to figure out the closest finishes of the year. I noticed that Fisher G and Zach Ryan finished 1-2 at Darlington. They finished 1-3 on Wednesday at Phoenix, and here they are, Zach Ryan trying to get the upper hand on Fisher G now in this one. But Fisher G going for his 3rd win of the season. We'll see what he can do. Bonsignore kind of in a middle lane now as Ace Garcia falls back, and Cookie Helms is still stuck on the outside lane.
Not good for Cookie Helms. I don't know if he can get back up to the front here and try and battle with Bonsignore. I believe Helms might be stuck at the back, but I mean, we have pretty much now 9 laps to go in the race. So if a caution comes out, that will help Cookie Helms, but where he is at the moment, I don't see him getting up to the front.
Bonsignore's 11th, Cookie Helms last lap, he was 31st. That's 20 positions. That would give a 10-point lead and the championship to Alex Bonsignore. I mean, Bonsignore is keeping it safe right now. He's not falling back tremendously, but he still is losing a few positions here and there. And if he falls back enough, Cookie Helms might be able to steal away the championship, but the laps are winding down here at Homestead. We only got ourselves 8 laps to go, and 3 wide for second. Diego Yepez in the 44 to the inside of Eli Bright and Fisher G.
You see the 17, the 1, and the 49 are also 3 wide. Jonathan King coming back after starting on the outside, falling back a little bit, and now he's coming back up to the front.
Yeah, definitely a good run for the uncharted driver of Jonathan King. Been a tough season, but looking to end it strong here at the Homestead-Miami Speedway. You got Jesse Turner here in the 92 on the inside. I'm wondering if Turner's going to let Bonsignore in. I mean, Turner's that kind of gentleman race car driver. He won the first ever race on Napa Fan. He seems to be a little ways, and I hear crashing. I hear crashing. I think something's going on. No. I think we're okay, so apologize about that. But look at this, Cookie Helms. He's at the end of the field. The total opposite of what this 29 wanted here today. And you see what's going on back in here. He fell back tremendously. And now he is 35th. Where's Tristan Allen? Is he going to win this thing? I don't think he is. He actually is kind of deep in the field. But like we were saying, Tristan Allen's only chance was to win this race. And for Cookie Helms to finish last or 35th, well, one of those two things is going on right now. But Tristan Allen, I don't think he's going to have a chance. But Alex Bonsignore does. He's still falling back inch by inch. He's now 14th. But Cookie Helms was 35th that last lap. That is 29 positions. No, 21 positions between those two drivers. Plenty for Alex Bonsignore to win the championship. But another contender is Justin Heath, I should say, in the 24. He is on the inside lane. If Justin Heath finishes 6 positions ahead of Alex Bonsignore and 15 positions at least ahead of Helms, he might try to spin the 75 around to get there. The 24 knows he has a chance here. He's on the inside and Bonsignore's on the outside, and around goes the 24.
Oh, no.
They're crashing down the back. Will Cookie Helms get involved? He's got some damage to the outside wall. Tristan Allen involved. And this is going to end the race. Alex Bonsignore in the 18 is safe and sound. And Fisher G just won the race back to the line. That's gonna do it from the Homestead-Miami Speedway. And for Season 4 in the NAPA Truck Series, just as we were talking about Justin Heath having a chance at getting around Bonsignore to win the championship, driving it just a little too aggressively, and causing the race to end 3 laps early. How about that for Alex Bonsignore? He's going to pull it off, and I can just imagine what he's saying right now in that 18. But how about that race right there to the line? And for the 3rd time this season, Fisher G is going to get the best of Zach Ryan. And Fisher G is going to win his 3rd race of the season, his 2nd in a row. He won at Phoenix on Wednesday. He's going to win here at Homestead, most likely, if nothing happens to the number 10. Now, that number 10 actually blew an engine in qualifying, but right now, I think that number 10 is going to come home with the victory here at Homestead. Alex Bonsignore finishing, currently running in the 14th position. Cookie Helms, 30th. Plenty of space for Alex Bonsignore to surpass Cookie Helms in the points. And as long as nothing happens to him on these final couple of laps under caution, he is the champion in season number 4 of the NAPA Truck Series.
How about that from Alex Bonsignore? After starting on the pole, fell back just a little bit after getting stuck on the outside. And now he may be able to come home a champion.
He's in the call with us. I'm pretty sure he's smiling pretty wide behind his screen. Anyway, let's go ahead and see what happened to bring out the first and final caution of the season here at the Homestead-Miami Speedway to end the race 3 laps early. Coming off of turn number 2, Justin Heath in the 24. He was doing all he could, I should say, to get to that 18 of Alex Bonsignore, and he just played it a little too aggressively. He went 4 wide to the inside, came up on, I believe, Ryan Kendall there. Carter Friesen and Trey Bartow. Just nowhere to go for those guys. Friesen airborne in the 50 as he hit Tristan Allen and hit Tristan Allen again. Kendall going around. Fitzwater with damage. And that's the number 7 of Derek Hamill. And Cookie Helms also gained some damage. He hit the outside wall there a little bit as he was trying to avoid Nicholas Abe in the 51.
You saw the 33 get airborne as well when he got up into the outside wall. But do you think the truck behind the 24, do you think he got into the back of him and turned him up into the wall? Or was Justin Heath being a little too aggressive?
I believe Heath was being a little too aggressive there. I mean, he knew he had to get around Alex Bonsignore, and he was in sight. Only a few laps left, and he just went a little too aggressively. I mean, you try to go 4 wide, you're most likely going to get quite a few positions. But Justin Heath, I just think he went a little too aggressively. We'll go ahead and see what happened more specifically as we replay this real time.
So here it is in real time. You see Justin Heath, down on the inside. Gets a little too aggressive up and into the wall. You saw the 33 get airborne. Same with the 50 truck of Carter Friesen. 7 involved Derek Hamill. You see the 98. Tristan Allen.
Tough break for Allen. Didn't have the race he wanted, and a lot of these guys didn't have the race they wanted. They were kind of deep in the field. Now, Justin Heath, though, I will say, he was moving his way through the field like crazy. And I believe I told Carter this while we were off the air. If this race stayed green, I think Justin Heath would have won the championship because he was coming fast in that inside lane. But unfortunately, Justin Heath knocked himself out and just a little too aggressive on that 24, giving Alex Bonsignore the championship. Most likely, I don't think anything's going to happen to him. But here's the thing, we've seen it happen before. What if he blows an engine in these last couple of laps? It's not definite yet. We're going to make sure it's definite right now. Stick around for the official finish here in the NRLOA Podcast 250. Back here at the Homestead-Miami Speedway, the race ending under caution. And they're coming back around. This is the last lap under caution. The number 10 of Fisher G going to get his 3rd win of the season. And 2 in a row for him as well. Zach Ryan will finish 2nd. Eli Bray will finish 3rd. But the big story is that number 18. Alex Bonsignore able to hold on to the points lead. Actually take it away from Cookie Helms after that accident happened. Justin Heath was coming in very fast, but he knocked himself out, giving Alex Bonsignore the championship. And given that something does not happen in these last couple of laps, or last couple of turns, I should say, oh boy. Alex Bonsignore is going to win the championship here in the NAPA Truck Series Season number 4. It's not official quite yet, so we'll wait to interview him until he officially crosses the line. Meanwhile, Fisher G winning his driver this season. 3rd win of the season in Season 4 of the NAPA Truck Series. He wins the NRLOA Podcast 250. And Alex Bonsignore, his first career NAPA Fan Championship coming here at Homestead in Season 4 of the NAPA Truck Series. And he is going to be racing in NRLOA IROC 3 on Monday. And Alex Bonsignore, you finally did it. You're a NAPA Fan Champion. How do you feel?
Oh, man, this is awesome. No way did I just pull that off. That was amazing. Shout out to everyone at KBM. I never thought this would come true. This is unbelievable. I'm lost for words. I can't thank everyone enough that has supported me through YouTube. Not only that, but through the NRLOA. They just deserve the shout out because, without that's impossible. I wouldn't have done this. And it's amazing, I don't know. I never prepared a speech for it.
Well, you're the champion. Did you ever prepare to be the champion here this series?
Not in a lifetime. This just started out just doing it for fun. Now that I actually see that I've won a championship, it encourages me more to compete because I know now that I actually have a chance to go out and be able to try and race more, win more, and get more championships. This just fueled the fire. It was slowly dimming down the past few years, almost thinking I would never win an NRLOA championship, and I've just finally pulled it off. This is incredible.
Definitely a magical moment here at the Homestead-Miami Speedway. I remember back before I was even a Napa fan, you signed up for the NRLOA, or no, it wasn't NRLOA back then. It didn't exist back then. The Namar Stafford 1 race or something like that. And since then, you've been running here on Napa Fan, and you finally come out on top. The champion in season number 4 of the NAPA Truck Series. And for Alex Bonsignore, he won the first race of the season at Daytona. So he started off the season the points leader, and he's going to end the season the points leader here. And Carter Friesen, that's a pretty impressive feat, don't you think?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, pulling off the Florida sweep, winning both Daytona
He
and
didn't win this race, but he won the championship in Homestead.
Well, I mean, he won the championship, so kind of counts as a sweep.
Yeah, I don't think he cares about that right now.
But I think right now all that matters, Alex Bonsignore winning the championship. Great job all season for him. He's struggling a little bit this season, but comes back to win the championship.
Yeah, and after the Phoenix race that he had on Wednesday, you might be questioning if he was ever going to have a chance, but he was able to overcome the adversity he had at Phoenix, and he's going to be the champion here in Season 4 of the NAPA Truck Series. Fisher G, now this is another story here, you know, we're not really focusing on it too much because Bonsignore just won the championship and all that, but Fisher G just won his 3rd race of the season. He is essentially the champion of winners, the only driver to win 3 races this season, and those 2 of those wins coming in the last 2 races. As a matter of fact, he got his first win, race 13 of the season. So he actually has won half of the last 6 races here in the NAPA Truck Series. So got to give a shout out to him here at the end of this season. Didn't really do too well in the points, but at the end of the season, he was just racking up those wins like crazy. Take a look at the rest of the finishing results here today. And somehow everybody finished on the lead lap. Even after that crash, even after Carter Friesen went airborne, he still finished 30th. So a very interesting little note there. Being a big story here, as well as Justin Heath in the number 24. And like I said, I definitely believed he would have won this championship if he did not crash coming with 4 laps to go. But he was just a little too aggressive. We saw him get into Ryan Kendall just before that crash happened, and I could tell that he was trying as hard as he could. He just tried a little too hard, and unfortunately, it's not going to end up a champion here in the NAPA Truck Series. But I will say he's going to be an NRLOA IROC 3 as well as the HERS Dash Series Champion. So going to be interesting to see what he does beginning on Christmas Day. Of course, speaking of Christmas, we got the Santa Claus 100 tomorrow morning. Christmas Eve at 6 p.m., the Christmas Eve 500. And then on Christmas Day, NRLOA IROC 3 begins Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, when that short little 4-race series is going to run. The champions on Napa Fan and champions of a couple other NRLOA series will be competing to see who is going to be the champion in the NRLOA for 2017. Alex Bonsignore is going to be one of those guys trying to get his 2nd championship of the year beginning on the 25th. But anyways, thank you, Carter, for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this race as much as I did. It was a great run. It was really great to have you alongside me for this race.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I really enjoyed this race. It was fun commentating with you and, of course, commentating the race. But I had an awesome time.
Yeah, me too, and I'm sure Alex did as well. And perfect race to be an in-race reporter, don't you think?
Yeah, definitely. Woo! Number 1.
Definitely a happy guy from North Carolina right there, Alex Bonsignore, your Season 4 NAPA Truck Series Champion. So thank you guys very much for watching. Congratulations to Fisher G on his victory here today. And congratulations to Alex Bonsignore, your Season 4 NAPA Truck Series Champion. Thank you guys so much for watching and following this whole season. I greatly appreciate it. And we'll be back next year with the Chick-fil-A Cup Series Season 7. I hope to see both of you guys in that. Actually, Carter's not going to be in that because he's a team owner, but I really hope to see Alex driving in that one because it's going to be fun to have an NAPA Truck Series champion try to get a championship over there in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. And, of course, I hope a lot of you guys will be part of it as well. It's going to be fun, and it's going to be coming February 10th. Sign-ups are probably going to be at the end of January. But, of course, I will definitely update you guys on that in the near future. We only have 6 races left in the year. And after the year is over, I'm going to be taking a break. In January, there aren't going to be any races at all. But we'll be returning in February, on February 10th, with a Mellow Yellow Smooth Fest in Season 7 of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. And it's going to be very fun once we get to that point. Anyways, thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you guys for all the support. God bless you all. And on behalf of Carter Friesen and Alex Bonsignore, I will see you guys later.
Gonna leave my fear behind. Already made up my mind. And I'm not gonna waste my time. No, I'm not gonna waste my time. This is my year. Waited all day for it. Singing a new song. This is the chorus. I'm on my way. Now I can say I got no fear here. This is my year. Gonna live it up. Gonna live it up. Gonna live it up. It's my song. Gonna turn it up. Gonna turn it up. Gonna turn it up. It's my year. Gonna live it up. Gonna live it up. Gonna live it up. It's my song. Gonna turn it up. Gonna turn it up. Gonna turn it up. This is my year. Waited all day for it. Singing a new song. This is the chorus. I'm on my way. Now I can say I got no fear here. This is my year.